Hi guys, my name's Bill, and in this video I want to show you how to troubleshoot a dryer that won't start when you press the start button. The dryer in this video is a brown top Kenmore dryer. These tests will be specific to this dryer, but will apply to most every other brand of dryer. Let's go over some tools that you're going to need. Alright, so some of the tools you're going to need are going to be a multimeter. This one here is a little bit more expensive. You can get one like this for about 10 bucks and it'll work perfectly fine for what we need it for. You'll need a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver, a 1/4 inch and a 5/16 nut driver. Alright, so when you press the start button and nothing happens, the first thing you want to do is go into your basement or wherever your panel box is, find the circuit for the dryer, turn off the breaker, and then turn the breaker back on, basically resetting the breaker, and then go ahead and try to start the dryer again. If your dryer starts back up at this point, that means you have a breaker that's going bad or getting weak, and it should be replaced. Now, I'm going to suggest that you have somebody that either has experience in replacing breakers or call an electrician to do this for you. If your dryer did not start at this point, now we're going to need to see if the dryer is actually getting voltage. So we're going to have to turn the dryer around to get to the back so we can access where the cord connects and check the terminal block for voltage.
Alright, so you should get 120 volts from the left screw to the center, and 120 volts from the center screw to the right screw, and 240 volts across the two outside screws. If you don't get those three readings, then you have a power issue and not a dryer issue. Okay, so the first step in troubleshooting the power issue is let's check the cord. We're looking for any kind of burnt terminals or melted plastic or anything like that. If the cord looks fine, then most likely it is fine, but if the cord looks damaged, then I would suggest replacing the cord and trying the dryer again. Alright, we're going to go ahead and check the 4-prong dryer outlet. Right now I'm going from the neutral to one of the flat sides. I should get 120. Now I'm going from the neutral to the other flat side and I'm going to get 120 volts. Now we're going to go from ground to one of the flat terminals, get 120. And from ground to the other flat terminal, 120. And from the two flat terminals, you should get your 240 volts. And right there it is. So right here we got a good dryer outlet. Okay, now right here we have a 3-prong dryer outlet. Now I'm going from the two flat terminals to get my 240 volts right here. Now we're going from the neutral to one of the flat terminals to get 120, and from the other one I should get 120, and that indicates a good dryer outlet.
Alright, so if you're getting the proper voltage at the outlet but not the back of the dryer, then your cord is definitely the problem and it needs replaced. If you're not getting the proper voltage at the outlet, then you're going to have to troubleshoot a power issue, and at that point you would want to call an experienced electrician or somebody who has experience in dealing with the breakers in your panel or the wiring to the outlet. Alright, so let's say you have the proper voltage getting to your dryer. So at this point we're going to start troubleshooting the dryer, and the first thing we're going to go for is the door switch. That's the most common and probably one of the easiest things to check.
Okay, so for this part of the test we want to go ahead and unplug the dryer from the wall. To get access to the lid switch, we're going to go ahead and pull out the lint filter and remove the two screws under the lint filter cover. Now we can go ahead and pull forward on the control top and lift up the top panel of the dryer so we can get inside. Now before we go ahead and check the door switch, let's make sure the belt is intact on the dryer. Some dryers are equipped with a broken belt switch, and that will also not allow the dryer to start when you press the start button. So this belt's fine, so we can move on to the door switch. Okay, so to test the door switch, we got our meter hooked up to both sides of it. We got our meter set to ohms, and we're going to go ahead and press in the door switch. Now once the door switch is pressed in, you're going to see that we get the 0.1 reading, which means current can flow through the switch. And when we leave off, we get the 0L. And we press it in one more time, and this looks like a good door switch. Okay, for the next test, we're going to go ahead and turn the dryer around and remove the back panel, so we can get access to the thermal fuse located right here. Okay, so to test the thermal fuse, we're going to go ahead and remove the two wires connected to it. Then take the leads to our meter and connect that to the terminals with our meter set on ohms. And now we're going to get our 0.1 reading, which indicates a good thermal fuse. Now if you get the 0L reading like this with the meter connected, then the thermal fuse is bad and would need replaced.
One thing real quick before we move on, I've gotten a lot of questions when people disconnect the wires off the thermostat to check them. It doesn't matter which way the wires are plugged back in. They can be flip-flopped pretty much anywhere back here. It's not going to make a difference. You can switch the wires on the thermal cutoff, on the thermostats, the little thermostat heater, any of these, or the heater wires. They can all be reversed, and it's not going to make a difference on how it works.
Alright, so the last thing we're going to check in this video is the start switch itself. So we're going to go ahead and remove the back panel to the control top here, and now we'll have access to the start switch. Alright, so we got our meter connected to the terminals on the start switch. Now I went ahead and pressed the start switch in to get the 0.1 reading. That indicates a good switch. If you are pressing the start switch in and you get the 0L reading, that means your start switch is bad and it's going to need replaced.
Okay guys, I want to thank you for watching my video. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now. I will be posting new videos every Sunday. Make sure you leave a comment, or if you have a question, go ahead and leave that in the comment section. I really enjoy hearing how many of you guys were able to save money by doing your own repair. That's kind of the main reason why I do this. It really makes my day, it does. So go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and of course, thanks for watching.